Now in dual phase, I think that this move 6x is definitely the thing to worry about. At max range, you can't even punish. This is minus 20 on block, but it doesn't actually matter because even though it's minus 20 on block, the range is just so ridiculous that a lot of times you can't punish it on block. So that does a lot of damage. This is like 293 damage or something like when you're near the wall, so it's very dangerous. This move is annoying, but it's only really useful as a meaty. Just kind of block it when you see this meaty. You can't really do that much about it. This move is a mid-high. You can jump over it. The problem with trying to jump over it though is that there are a lot of players that don't charge it all the way. They'll charge it part way and then they'll hit you. So that's kind of annoying. Now with Shadow Mewtwo, oh, and if you charge it all the way, it pierces. So if someone's doing this on your wake up, just block it. Really though, if you can throw out some level 2 sidewave blasts at that range, then that's pretty good to keep Aegislash out, especially if it's dashing up at you. Because again, if you can get it to eat that level 2 blast, you can combo right into your pillar. But level 2 blast is extremely useful, and if they start stagnating, like they're not doing anything, and you have Eevee up, that's when you can start throwing pillars. But usually you're not gonna be able to throw too many pillars. But again, this is gonna stop the 6A. This is gonna stop the dash ups. Aegislash love to dash up. It's gonna stop the 6X. It's gonna stop the dash up, and it's gonna stop them from iron heading. So all three of those are gonna get covered by this, and you get a nice combo if you can confirm it. Now, when Aegislash is enhanced, this move is extremely obnoxious. 11 frames. When Aegislash is enhanced, this move is extremely obnoxious. 11 frames. Let's say you're 0 and you try to grab Aegislash, they're always just a critical hit. They don't want you. So let's say you're 0 and you try to grab Aegislash, they're always just gonna get like 250 damage. Because they're like, oh, the worst case scenario is you like hit and they're like get like 250 damage. Now you can reflect it and then like earthquake as they're coming down, but actually, that's probably one of the best things to do, is reflect it in like earthquake. Let's see if they can block after that. Woo, nice. You guys see that? That's excellent. So if you're really worried about that attack, reflect away, and then you can flamethrower. You can punch it and they can't block. Let's see if you can earthquake. Oh, you can't earthquake. Let me try again. Uh-oh. Alright, cool. Oh, this is -4 on block, it's not 0. So you can do this, like a faster move, but you don't really want them like doing like an 8x or like doing that jump A on top of you. Actually, let me demonstrate that move. Jump A is this. This move is just freaking weird, man. This move is -8, but when they're in the attack buff, it is 0 on block. So they're probably going to do one of these things after it. Most of you really don't want to be in that range. If something is looking suspect, then you want to reflect away from it. But for the most part, I think just standing at this range is probably better for you. You can jump out, but they have a pretty good anti-air in 8A. Just remember that, again, if they have the mist up, you can't punish it. So if you ever see that, grab it immediately because it puts them in the counter armor. If you try to do something that's like a 2Y or anything, they're in the counter armor. So, and remember, I always sidewalk that thing. And also remember that if they're not enhanced, then it's not safe. And you can tell when it's not enhanced because that'll happen. But anyway, this move, if you block it, grab it. Also, that laser, by the way, in field phase, that's -12. And in dual phase, it's just always punishable if you block that point blank. I think it's -12 or -16 on block. I gotta make sure exactly. But I'll link the frame data into this. That move in shield form, this is +4. And they can obviously angle all these different laser directions. That is unsafe on block, but they can transition. I'm not exactly sure what the frame data is if they transition. And they can actually transition out that laser also. So whenever you see them doing the laser, a lot of times they'll just transition out with R. And that's usually when you're going to be able to hit them with like in dual phase. Well, in field phase you'll be able to do like a jumping Y. In field phase it's kind of variable. But really you just don't want to be in that range. Like, I think the biggest thing to understand with Aegislash is you don't really want to be messing with it close quarters when there's frame disadvantage. You want to be chipping at its shield because it doesn't have a good one. And you want to be trying to see if you can break that shield early or get it to try to errantly go into the shield form by trying to absorb some of your attacks, but then get hit as it's trying to transition in or out of shield form. This is by far the matchup that I have the least experience in, even though I do know some specific tactics and kind of how to navigate neutral. There are a lot of specific situations that I'm going to update in text for you. So hopefully this has been helpful for you, and I'm going to continue to update this onto the next guide. Oh yeah, one thing to remember is that this burst attack right here is safe on block. It's like -8. But this one, when they're in shield form, this goes into a full screen laser, which is actually ridiculous. Let me check the data on these. Yeah, they're both -4. But yeah, just remember that that goes full screen, because that's something that I just didn't know the first time they did it to me. Anyway, see you soon.